Navigating large bodies of water is always a huge challenge for sailors of both today and ages past. The Great Lakes are no exception. Crews have managed to pilot their ships across huge expanses of water for thousands of years, and even today, it's still a very risky job. How do they do it? The evolution of accurate and reliable instruments of navigation has been key to successful shipping of cargo across the seas, from ancient astrolabes to the cutting edge of modern satellite technology. Let's take a look at the tools of navigation. The very first means of navigation was through the use of pilot books. These were drawn-out maps that sailors used to navigate the seas by using wind direction. This method was not very reliable or efficient and was drastically changed when new devices were introduced. With references dating back to as early as the 13th century, the mariner's astrolabe is a simple yet genius device to calculate a ship's position at sea. They were brass wheels with a plate you could rotate to mark measurements. The ring was graduated in degrees, like a protractor, and was used in a similar way to measure the degrees of angles between the horizon and large bodies like the sun and stars. While brilliant in their simplicity, astrolabes were not without their flaws. Their accuracy was susceptible to the navigator moving or twitching while taking measurements, and by the fact that it had to be held exactly upright, a difficult task on a moving ship at sea. Over time, a new device that's still used generously to this day was invented: the compass. As you can see, the compass has evolved over the years and taken all different shapes and sizes. They are used to show sailors the exact direction they are traveling in, which led to much more reliable and detailed sea charts. There are two exceptionally different types of compasses: magnetic and gyro. Magnetic compasses have a small magnetic needle balanced in the center, with one end always pointing north. But how does it know which way is north? Well, let's take a look at the magnetic field deep inside the Earth's core. The field attracts the compass's needle, making it always point towards the North Pole. Since the magnetic field is so far away, the magnet inside the compass must be extremely light for it to be affected. But these compasses are not always completely accurate. The steel materials inside ships can interfere with the magnetic field and cause the needle to point the wrong way. Gyro compasses are much more common for navigating through the waters, as they aren't affected by steel and give a true north by determining Earth's rotation. Before a ship begins its journey, the gyro compass must be manually set to north. It will then quickly adjust itself to always point in the same direction, even while traveling through harsh seas. At times, the seas along coastlines would be so rough ships couldn't see dangers right in front of them. Bells, explosives, and other means of warning were set up along especially dangerous coastlines to warn ships of the dangers. Eventually, these warning devices were replaced with foghorns. These produced a deep sound to warn sailors that other ships are nearby. Today, however, with the advent of cutting-edge GPS technology, a ship can now know exactly where they are with the press of a button. GPS satellites orbiting the Earth broadcast their location, which is picked up by a GPS receiver. The time it takes for the receiver to get the signal allows it to calculate how far away it is from each satellite and can then display your exact location. Despite the danger, with clever planning and new technology, our sailors can always make it home.